Hello everyone, it's Xander here from Xander's Bricks. Now in a recent video, I unboxed 3 fake minifigures from an off-brand website. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about the good, the bad, and the just alright of buying fake figures. So without further ado, let's jump into this talking video. So here they are, the 3 minifigures that I recently acquired from a website doing a sale for only $3. Seems like a great deal until you start missing parts, bad printing, and paint falling off. Now, I was 1 for 3 out of these figures for good, and the one that was the best for me was Master Chief, with my only complaint being the lack of printing underneath his chest plate. The rest of the fig is an amazing fig with so much detail and a lovely build. This is the good side of fake figures. Now here's the okay side of fake figures. Figures that are trying to impersonate regular LEGO minifigures, but do it in a downgraded style. This was my attempt at getting a Diva figure without having to spend $40 to get the Diva mech set. And although it's not awful, it's loose, the face printing is lacking, and overall it just feels stiff in the arms. And then there's the bad side of fake figs. Paint falling off, pieces getting stuck together like the head and the hat here, and the lack of an entire arm. Now, although the Goomba kind of makes up for this figure, I still think that this was a waste of $3 for me. So today I want to compare some of the figs I have to fake figures and talk about the importance of buying or not buying fake minifigures. Let's start off with a comparison. Here I have 2 different LEGO figures and 2 different fake figures, paired up with their respective LEGO figure. First off, we've got Green Arrow. The LEGO figure is here, the fake figure is here. One is going for a more comic accurate style, while the other is going for more of the Archer show. Now, there's both pros and cons of each figure. First off, the fake figure includes arm printing, which LEGO rarely does. It also includes leg printing, which, again, LEGO doesn't have. Now, the one good thing about LEGO, I think, is just its overall quality. The head printing especially, I feel like does a lot better job. The fake figure just seems like it's trying way too hard. Also, notice the limited difference in the faces there. The LEGO one does the same thing, but keeps the mask on, which I kind of like, actually. Now, this is a case of preference. It really depends on what you like more. And honestly, if this fake figure wasn't so detailed, I think I'd like that one more than the real LEGO one. But unfortunately, the LEGO one just wins it over for me. I also think that the use of black stubble rather than blonde stubble kind of ruins it for me, but that might be more accurate to the show. Then we have Miles Morales, which both of these figures have something I love, and some that I don't. The fake fig includes detailed printing on the legs, which I wish LEGO would have done because those Jordans look awesome. And I understand that brand deals probably wouldn't have allowed this, but whatever. Now, the torso printing on both of these figs are amazing, and I love them both. The face printing obviously goes to LEGO. This one is just way too spread out, and it just doesn't look right. Now, the hood, again, is a personal preference. I think LEGO just does it better. This one feels like it's awful, and it just kind of broke off of something. You can see there a little bit of breakage. Now, overall, both of these figures do a good job at making a LEGO branded figure. Whereas you can see figures like Diva, which I do not have an actual Diva, but I'll put one up on the screen. You can see that there's a pretty big difference in quality and standard. But let's also talk about another great thing about fake figs. I'm not trying to just show all the great things. I'm just trying to show some of the pros and cons. Let's look at these 2 figs here. 2 figs that do not exist in LEGO. Galactus and the Thing. Now, Galactus is one that we probably won't get for a while, if ever. And this fig does a great job at portraying a giant figure without making it a brick-built character. Unfortunately, his head tends to stick. It didn't there, but it tended to do that. The face printing is pretty minimal and just kind of goes off of what you see in the comics. but the printing on the body itself is amazing, and I love this Galactus figure. Now let's talk about the Thing. Not so great. You've got paint coming off of his face, legs, and even his back. It's just an unfortunate problem with fake figs. We see it again with this recent Mario figure I got. It's not as obvious, but paint coming off of the back. Now there's one more fig I want to look at, and that is Fat Thor. This is probably one of my favorite fake figs I own. And there is a fake Thor. There's a real Fat Thor that's out right now, and I can put that up on screen. What's your preference? Personally, I like this one more. It's way more detailed, it looks cooler, and I think this just looks more like Thor to me. And even if it's not Thor, it just looks like an awesome fig. So much detail on the legs, arms, body in general, and although it doesn't have a back variant face, I don't think he needs it. This is just such a chill Fat Thor. I mean, this is a pretty good fig. Now, I've only had bad experiences with a few figs, like we saw in The Thing, we saw in Mario, and, you know, there's some small things with other figures like Diva with the poor face printing. But overall, I would say there's an alarming amount of great fake figs out there that go for a pretty good price. For example, Master Chief was only $3. I don't remember how much this Miles Morales was, but I don't think he was expensive at all. This Green Arrow definitely isn't bad. And this Fat Thor, probably one of my favorite fake figs. I also have figures like the Silver Surfer, which you can actually kind of see right there. He's in my city even. That's got to tell you something. There's an alarming amount of great fake figs out there, and for very low prices. So whether or not you're buying figs because you couldn't get the set, or you're buying figs because LEGO will never make figs like that, such as this Master Chief here, what's your opinion? Do you like fake figs? Are fake figs really not your cup of tea? Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on fake figs. Unfortunately, I've gotten some good and bad ones, so I don't really have a huge opinion, but I think at the end of the day, fake figs are always up to you. Whether you like them or not is always going to be determined by the person. And for me, with so many good and bad experiences, I just can't decide yet. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. That's all I've got for today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit of a boring one, but it was a talking one, and I enjoyed making this one. Let me know your comments down in the comments down below. Just tell me all your thoughts on fake figs, and I'll happily reply to almost all of them. For now, this is Xander, saying over and out, guys.